Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a full set of acrylic nails. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is just going in with my cuticle pusher and just pushing back those cuticles, and this is going to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. After that, I'm going in with the 180 sanding band, and I am using the Melody Susie Scarlet nail drill. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave that down below for you guys. And as you can see, we're just literally going in and removing the shine. This is one step that you want to make sure that you don't skip, because not properly removing the shine will cause your nails to lift. That's one of the main problems, or one of the main reasons why you would get lifting is because you don't prep the nail correctly. So again, just make sure that you get rid of that shine, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other hand. And when I'm doing this, I'm using my drill at 5,000 RPMs, but of course, adjust it to whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. Next, I'm going to go in and apply the nail tips. I'm using my clear nail tips, and these nail tips will be back on my website once it's back up and running, which will be really soon, and I'll be sure to post the date for you guys here soon. So remember that whenever you're applying the nail tips, you want to make sure that the nail tips fit exactly from sidewall to sidewall. And then if it's just a tiny bit bigger, that's completely fine. Just follow the size, and then it's just going to make it fit perfectly. But you don't want to apply a nail tip that you're literally having to force down, because then it's going to want to come back up, or it's going to lift or break off. So again, make sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. Then just apply the glue on the nail tip, place it down, hold it down for a few seconds, and that's it. And then I'm using the KDS glue, which works really good, and that will be back on my website as well. So we're going to do that on both hands, just applying the nail tips. And then also I know I get the question asked a lot about, how do you know when to use the clear and the natural nail tips? Well, if you're just gonna do gel polish over the acrylic, then you can do natural. Or if you're gonna do like a clear design, like with the butterflies that I'm gonna do on this set, it requires for the nail to be clear. It's gonna be a clear look for those nails, so that's why I went ahead and just did the clear nails. Or it really does not matter, it's more of a personal preference. But the only main thing is, if you're doing clear nails for a clear look or a jelly look, you got to use the clear nail tips. But after that, we're going to go in and just trim the sides of the nails. We're going to leave them this long, so we're just going to trim the sides, and we're basically cutting that nail tip into a coffin. That way, whenever we come in to shape the nails, it's gonna, for one, save us a little bit of time, and two, is gonna take away some of that work from our wrist, because after doing nails for so long, you are gonna experience your wrist hurting from falling nails, whatever it is. So you try to minimize that and avoid causing yourself some of that pain. So we're going in with a straight edge nail clipper. Make sure that it is a straight edge. You don't want the curved one, because you are going to mess up your shape, and I'm sure you guys have done that before, because trust me, I have before. As you can see, the top of the clipper is just straight across. After we finish trimming the sides down, we're going to go in with the 80/80 hand file. We're just going to file the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And whenever it comes to shaping, it's all about the angle of your brush. If you're but your file, if you're not holding your file at that 90-degree angle, you're gonna round the corners off, or you're gonna over file. So make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing. Make sure that you watch your shape as you're doing that. Alrighty, so after we finish shaping up the nails, we're going to go in with the JC Beauty Concepts primer. We're going to apply that on all of the nails, and this is going to help with the acrylic adhering a lot better to the natural nail so you don't get any lifting. So again, we're just applying that on the natural nail, and then afterwards we're going to go in with the acrylic. So I am using the JC Beauty Concepts clear acrylic, and I'm applying this with the number 12 brush, also by JC Beauty Concepts. As you guys know, I do have a promo code for them, which is GetNail32, and I'll be sure to leave that down below, as well as the promo code. So as you can see, for this nail, I'm just going in with the clear, and then I'm going to go in with some little white butterflies, and I'm just going to spread them out on the nail, and then afterwards I'm going to go in and encapsulate this with the clear, and then afterwards, you know, I am gonna go in and add some little Louis Vuitton, you know, their little letters, but that would be after, like at the end, you know, with polish. So again, just doing a base with the clear, then the butterflies, and then we're gonna encapsulate. Alrighty, so next we're going to go in and do a base of the clear on the rest of the nails, because we are going to be applying some colored acrylic. So that way, whenever she comes back in the next time, we can just file away the colored acrylic, and then the clear will be there. That way we don't have to do a whole new set every time that she comes. We can just file this away and then, you know, fill it in with a different color. So again, just going in with the clear, and then I'm gonna come back in with the colored acrylic. And for this ombre, I wanted like more of like a almost burgundy color, but I guess I don't have one, so I just ended up using like a darker kind of like a magenta color and then a hot pink. So I'm gonna do this one at the tip, and then I'm gonna go in with the other pink right in the middle, and then the cover color at the back closer to the cuticle area. But I'm going in with this one on the tips first. Remember that you could either, when you're doing ombre, you can either go ahead and do like all of the colors or the tips first and then the next color, or if you want to do, you know, each nail at a time, that's completely fine as well. Whatever you feel like, you know, it's faster for you and more convenient. So as you can see, for this one I went ahead and did the pink. So whenever you're doing ombre, especially like this, you know, with 3 different colors, you want to make sure that you don't apply too much color, like too much product, because then it's gonna, you know, overflow the other color. So just place a little bit and then just really gently brush it down, but you don't want to brush it all the way down because it's going to overlap the other color. So just literally blend it in right in the middle where the two colors meet. So now I'm going in with the JC Beauty Concepts cover. I think this is the cover peach. I think it is. It's a little bit softer than the cover blush by them, but I'll be sure to double check and leave it down below. But it actually might be the cover blush. I can't remember, y'all. But as you can see, we're applying this closer to the cuticle area. Same thing with this one, y'all. You don't want to make sure, or you want to make sure that you don't apply too much, because then it's going to take away from your ombre. So just work with a little bit of product at a time, and then remember that when you're blending it down, that you're super gentle. Whenever you brush too hard, it for one dries the product too fast, and then it's gonna smear it with the rest. So then after that, we're gonna go in with the clear, and we're just gonna encapsulate all three of the colors together, and then we're building our apex with this. You guys know that with the colored acrylic, that's just for the color, and then with the clear, that's when we actually build our apex and the thickness at the tip. That way our nails do not break off. We don't like flat nails, they're ugly. We don't want that, and they break off really easily. So you want to make sure that you have that nice apex and thickness at your tip. So we're basically going to do the same thing on the pinky and the thumb as well. So doing the 3 different color ombre and then encapsulating, and that's pretty much it. Alrighty, y'all, so now same thing for the other hand, except for this time we're going to do the butterflies on the pinky and the index finger. So just switching it up just a little bit, but the rest are just going to be the ombre as well. And then that's pretty much it. So also wanted to just let you guys know that the nude that I'm using is the Cover Blush by JC Beauty Concept. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't tell you guys the wrong thing. Oh yeah, and another thing that I'm going to be switching on this hand is that for this middle finger, I'm going to do only just the two-tone ombre, which will be with this purple and then the pink at the back instead of doing the cover blush at the back. It's only going to be the two colors. But same thing, we did the clear, that we're going in with the two colors and then with the clear to encapsulate. Alrighty, so we're finishing up this finger. So now this is what they look like from the side before any filing or reshaping. So now we're going to go in and reshape the nails. So of course they're already that coffin shape, but after you apply the acrylic, it kind of rounds off the corners, you know, so we have to go in and reshape them to make sure that we have that perfect coffin shape. So same thing, going in with the 80/80 hand file and just making sure that we file both sides and the free edge at a 90-degree angle to make sure that we have that perfect shape that we want. Next, I'm going to go in with the e-file, and I'm filing around the cuticle area first, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, just going back and forth until we're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way we know that the acrylic is not on the skin. And then of course filing the rest of the nail to make sure that it is all nice and smooth. But make sure, y'all, I cannot stress this enough, but one of your biggest problems will come from not filing around this cuticle area like you should. Trust me, when I first started doing nails, I feel like I was doing this correctly, but I wasn't. So it just takes a little bit of time to finally get it down packed and to avoid lifting. But remember, lifting will come from a number of things, but this part right here is going to be one of the most important parts of preventing lifting. So again, that is the ceramic drill bit. I'm using it at 10,000 RPMs, and you want to make sure that you seal that cuticle area really good to avoid lifting. But as always, this is something that's going to take a little bit of practice and just trial and error, and eventually you'll get it. But it is going to get frustrating, but just be patient, practice, and just be dedicated to your craft, and in no time you will get there. Alrighty, so now I'm going in with the buffer, and this is going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff those nails really good so you don't see those scratches through your polish, because you can. Alrighty, so I dust the nails off and wipe them off with an alcohol wipe. So now I'm going in with the Madame Glam Perfect White Gel Polish, and I'm just going to do the little Louis Vuitton letters, so just the L and a V. And the reason why I'm just drawing them is because I didn't have any white stickers, so I'm just, freehanding it. And then after that, that's pretty much going to be it. We're going to do that on both fingers, the ring finger and the middle finger, and then same thing for the other one, except for it'll be the pinky and the index finger, I think, for the other hand. Alrighty, so we're going to cure that white polish for 30 seconds. And then after that, we're going in with the JC Beauty Concepts Gel Top Coat. We're going to apply that on all of the nails. And then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. And then the reason why I kind of dab the side of the nail after I apply the top coat is because sometimes it can take away from your shape. Especially if you go in with a little too much gel polish or top coat in this case. So you just want to make sure you gently tap it, not to remove it, but just, I'll have to do a video specifically on that because I know a lot of people ask me that question, but it's just me like tapping it to make sure that I get my shape back, if that makes sense. But after we finish applying the gel top coat, I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty, so just going in with a little bit of cuticle oil, and here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty. I love those colors together and they just look so good. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNail32, and I will see you guys next time.